Just waiting for our fabulous live stream audience. There they are. Hello, everybody. Great to see you all today. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the Carpe Diem Arts Monthly Community Sing. So glad so many of you have joined us tonight for what is going to be a fabulous night as we are celebrating September and all of the great things that come with September, like Hispanic Heritage Month and the equinox and so much more. So we're really super excited today. Let's everybody please help me welcome our live stream audience. Hello, live stream. Thanks for being with us today. And we'll say hi to folks in the room. And we're going to start by saying hello to our fabulous 3 song leaders for the day. It is Chick Street Man coming in from Seattle, Washington. And Chick is a singer-songwriter. Also got some theater piece thing going and a novella thing going that we're going to talk about in a little while. Colleen Katow coming in from New York. And Colleen is a singer-songwriter. She's just retired, and we're going to talk a little bit later about what she's got coming up and about her translating. And last, we have Juan Diaz coming in from Chicago, the founder of Sones de Mexico. And he has an MA in ethnomusicology and in folklore, and has spent his whole life basically teaching, performing, thinking about, and sharing traditional music and culture. And we're so glad you're here today too, Juan. Thank you so much. So this is our gang for the day, all ready to roll. And we're going to do this round robin style. So we're going to start with Chick, and we're going to rotate through as we sing everyone's songs. For Chick and for Colleen, the lyrics are going to be in the chat, and for everyone, and for Juan, the lyrics are going to be on the screen. And I hope everyone really enjoys it tonight. Again, thank you, Carpe Diem Arts, for making these community sings possible. We're here every month on the 21st of the month, right here, same time, same location, same link. So please join us every month. And let's start celebrating September with Chick Street Man. Welcome, Chick.
All right, right. But hello, everybody out there and everywhere. All right. Well, I've been thinking about there's been so much going on with online dating. I mean, online dating didn't exist when I was starting to date. I'm talking about when I was around 18, 19, 20, and so forth, But later on, I got to figure out how to approach that when I met a woman who I was interested in, who turned out to be my wife. And what I simply did was I just walked up to her and I said, "Come on if you're coming. Come on if you're coming. Come on if you're coming, baby. Come on if you're coming. Come on if you're coming. Did you hear what I said? Tired of waiting on you." Now this is where y'all can come in. That's the part where everybody sings along with, okay? You just say, "Come on if you're coming. Come 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 on if you're coming. Did you hear what I said? Tired of waiting on you. I like the way that you dress. Ooh, the way you wear your hair. I like the way that you dress. The way you wear your hair. I like the way you dress, where you wear your hair. What are you doing? Sitting over there, but come on if you're coming. Come on if you're coming. Come on if you're coming, baby. Come on if you're coming. Come on if you're coming. Did you hear what I said? Tired of waiting on you. You give me the eye when I looked around. Yes, you give me the eye when I looked around. You give me the eye when I looked around. I didn't know what you were putting down, but come on if you're coming. I'm in a hurry. I'm getting nervous. I'm in a hurry. Come on if you're coming. Did you hear what I said? Tired of waiting on you. Come on, y'all. Come on if you're coming. Come on if you're coming. Come on if you're coming. Come on, Aaron. Come on if you're coming. Come on if you're coming. Did you hear what I said? Tired of waiting on you. All right. But thank you all very, very much. Let's turn it on to Juan Diaz. Come on, Juan.
Well, hello, come on if you're coming. Time to come. Okay. Well, I have a little help from my friend Pancho. He's here with me. Gonna help me sing. It can't be on screen at the same time because I gotta play guitar. Okay. Can you hear me now?
We got you, no problem.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. I think I was unmuting myself on some. Okay. Anyway, I was saying that this is my friend Pancho. He's here, and he's gonna. I can't hold him while I sing, but he's gonna sit on the side. We're gonna start with a song from Cuba, I believe. So I try to pick some songs that were easy to sing along. So let's put that on the screen, and let's take a little journey to the Cuban island. Here it is. This is the island of Cuba, and at the eastern seaboard over there we have Guantanamo, and the women from Guantanamo are known as Guantanameras, a woman from Guantanamo. This song, I happened to have a chance to sit down with Pete Seeger once when he was here in Chicago, and I sat next to him and I told him I grew up listening to his album on live at Carnegie Hall that my parents had, and I learned the song Guantanamera from there, and I noticed that the song was credited to him. And I said, "Did you actually write that song?" And he said, "No, I didn't." And I only recently learned that it was a Cuban man by the name of Joseito Fernandez who wrote the song, and he tried to send him all the royalties he had made from that song. But since there was a blockade, he wasn't able to send it, so he put the money in an escrow account, or waiting for the day when this blockade goes down. And he's Joseito's no longer alive, but his family or descendants will get the money from that when if and when our relations with Cuba improve. Anyway, I'm sure you'll recognize this song, and it's easy sing along. So here it goes. Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera. One more time. Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera. The poem, let's go to the next slide. This poetry was written by a Cuban fighter and a poet in the 19th century, Jose Marti, and it was adapted to fit this song. Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crece la palma. Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crece la palma. Antes de morir me quiero echar mis versos del alma. Chorus. Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera. One more time. If you like to sing harmony, you could go like this. Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera. Next one. Con los pobres del verde claro y de un carmín encendido. Mi verso es de un verde claro y de un carmín encendido. Mi verso es de un ciervo herido que busca en el monte amparo. Chorus. Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, tierra. Quiero yo mi suerte echar con los pobres de la tierra. Quiero yo mi suerte echar. El arroyo de la sierra me complace más que el mar. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. Last time. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. All right, I'm gonna kick it off to Colleen now.
That was awesome. Yeah. Jose Marti. He's really kind of the hero, he's kind of like the radical George Washington of Cuba. He's just, if you go to Cuba, you see him everywhere. He's just he was an amazing human being, And there are many more verses, from his Versos Sencillos that song came from. So, and I love it because he says, with the poor of the earth, I want to cast my fate, right? Because the stream pleases me more than the sea. And he's talking about how when the Europeans came and destroyed Cuba, a peaceful people there, they were forced into the mountains, and so. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I didn't really get the program. It kind of came last night. I was like, "Can you do that?" So I'm gonna sing a song by Leela Downs, and it's called Tierra de Luz, Land of Light. And if you're not familiar with Leela Downs, she's an amazing singer, and this was a duet she did with Mercedes Sosa. And it's a beautiful song. I was thinking about the immigrants and the immigration, which is such an issue right now. So if you want to put the words in the chat, what I can do is you can sing along with me. The melody is so beautiful, and there's some oohs and ahs that are just gorgeous. And then also I'll give you a quick Spanish lesson. Would you like that? Anybody? All right. So this is the trick for Spanish, okay? I used to be a Spanish teacher, so I just retired. You go, there's only 5 vowel sounds, all right? So that's it. So I'm going to repeat after me. A. E. I. O. U. So try A. E. I. O. U. So when you're singing, I don't know if someone can put the lyrics in the chat. That would be great. When you're singing, don't think about the consonants. Just focus on the vowels, and then you can sing anything. All right. All right. But here it is. Oh, here they are. So we'll go up to the top. Thank you. So it's so I'll repeat the first verse. So let's try it. Tierra de luz. Try it. Tierra de luz. You go. Tierra de luz. Oh, and you have to open your mouth really wide. Good. Del que andará ausente. Oigo tu voz que suena el acordeón. Okay? Good. So you got it. So just open your mouth. A, E, I, O, U. And we're all going to sing this song together. And then there's a really nice part where there's no words. You're just going to go ooh with me, okay? And it's like, land of light, where are you? I'm lost without you. I'm like someone without the breath of God. Land of light, I miss you so much. It's not that I'm crying, it's the rivers overflowed. Where are you, land of light? Oh, land of light, I take you with me, I take you with me. So that's, basically the song, but it's a lamenting song about having to go to exile, as so many people have to do, for centuries. We're a moving people, and so I'm singing it for all the people that are forced from their homelands. Okay. And I do want to say, not to belabor, but I'm on occupied territory here in the Onondaga, the land of the Haudenosaunee in central New York. So I recognize that. So here we go, Land of Light. Tierra de luz, del que andará ausente. Oigo tu voz, oigo tu voz. Cuando suena el acordeón, que suena el acordeón, avisa, avisa a tu mamá que aunque esté muy lejos en este rinconcito, yo la he de recordar. So from the top, ready? Tierra de luz, del que andará ausente. Oigo tu voz, que suena el acordeón. Avisa a tu mamá que aunque esté muy lejos en este rinconcito, yo la he de recordar. Yo soy como el polvo que flota por el mundo, infame y pobre, sin pueblo y sin valor. Soy como nube que vaga por el cielo, que va llorando sin el aliento de Dios. ¿Dónde estás, tierra de mi corazón? No es que yo esté llorando, el río se desbordó. ¿Dónde estás? Yo soy solo un pasajero, tierra de mi pensamiento, conmigo vas. Now oohs, ready? Ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, land of light, I'm lost without you. I'm lost without you. I hear your voice. I hear your voice when the accordion plays. When the accordion plays, tell your mama. Oh, tell your mama, even though I'm far away. Although I am far away in this little corner of the world, in este rinconcito, I remember you. Now yo soy como el polvo. You go back to the bridge. Soy como el polvo que flota por el mundo, infame y pobre, sin pueblo y sin valor. Soy como nube que vaga por el cielo, que va llorando sin el aliento de Dios. ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás, tierra de mi corazón? No es que yo esté llorando, el río se desbordó. ¿Dónde estás? Yo soy un pasajero, tierra de mi pensamiento. Conmigo vas, conmigo vas, conmigo vas, conmigo vas, conmigo vas. Thank you. Yeah. And now I think Chick is he's up next, right? Unless okay, great.
I think so, but like, wow, Colleen, that was so beautiful. I mean,
It's a beautiful song. Thank you.
well, the song itself is beautiful, but the way presented it also and sang it and played it was really wonderful. And I don't know if Zoom allows to sync up stuff, but I was tapping away on the percussion while with it. I was just wondering why it'd be nice if you could sort of hear that.
Oh, I know. Okay.
Lo
que sí, es un plan. It's a plan. It's a deal.
Wow. Well, I don't know if any of you have had the opportunity to live in a place long enough to have called that place home and then had the opportunity to travel around a bit so that by the time you got back to the place you used to call home, you figured and found out you could no longer call that place home because either you changed or it had or he or she had. And it happened to me back in 1973. Y'all weren't born yet. I know that. It's okay. Back in 1973, I did my first record album in France. And I toured around France for a year, promoting the record, so forth. But it was time for me to come back home to the States. And I was excited about the fact that I was coming home. I had one last show to do in the southern part of France, a place called La Rochelle. And I was so excited about the fact that I was coming home that I got to the venue a whole day early and my contact person wasn't there. So I just checked into the hotel across from the train station, and it was cold and it was dark and it was rainy. And I realized all of a sudden that I was feeling lonely. I couldn't figure out why, so I picked up a pencil and a piece of paper. I said, let me write a letter to somebody. But that wasn't working, so I picked up my guitar. Guitar always comes in handy. But the guitar wasn't working either, so I said, let me just go out for a walk again. So I walked outside, and it was cold, it was dark, and it was rainy. And as I was walking by, I walked by this window. And up at the window was a woman who was there breastfeeding her child. I assumed it was her child. And on the opposite side of the table from her was a man who was sipping on a glass of red wine. And I took him to be her husband. And but they looked so warm and sweet and mellow on the inside that it just made me feel worse. And so I just continued walking. And I walked up this hill. And when I got to the top of the hill, there was a huge poster of me. It's kind of like being in Burbank or in Hollywood. You look up on the side of the building, the whole huge poster was a poster of me, Chick Street Man, in concert the following night. I thought, wow, how cool. I started feeling better. And I walked into a cafe to get something hot to drink, and all heads turned to me. They knew who I was. I guess I was, I think, probably the only black in town at the time. Of course, my face was everywhere as well. But it made me realize something right then and there, that it don't matter where you are, but that if you feel good about yourself, you can be at home no matter what. So I thought about that, and I wrote this song called I Can't Go Home. Say, I can't go home. Say, I can't go home. I feel so all alone. I can't go home. I'm out here on my own. I can't go home. I'm steady running around from town to town. Lord knows I'm bound to be settling down. I'll catch a greyhound to take me round and round. And y'all come in and say, I can't go home. Come on, y'all. Say, I can't go home. I feel so all alone, and I can't go home. I'm out here on my own, and I can't go home. Oh, my, my, my. What am I doing here? Not one little tie to anything out there. If only I could fly. My, 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 my. Y'all ready for this? Say, I can't go home. You gotta shake your head with it like that. Come on. Say, I can't go home. You can even tap your foot too and shake. I feel so all alone. I can't go home. hanging low. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go, people, but I'll be passing through. The way the winds blow, I'm hanging high, hanging low. Are y'all ready? So I can't go home. I feel so all alone. I can't go home. I'm out here on my own, and I can't go home. Yeah. All right, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, and good. Let's turn it back over to Juan Diaz. Come on, Juan.
Yeah, I'm digging that.
You do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in Mexico, we're not strangers to the blues or American music. And when I was growing up in the early '60s, well, I was very young in the early '60s, but my mom used to dance to some twist back in the from and a lot of people in Mexico listened to Elvis Presley and Fats Domino and many of those artists. So in the early '60s, some Mexican bands started covering U.S. hits in Spanish. So that I'm going to do a little song called Siluetas. That was a hit song by the Rays called Silhouettes. You may recognize it. So here it is. It's about a misunderstanding. A guy shows up at this house and with this girl that he just met, and she sees her with another man. She sees silhouettes on the window, and he gets very mad and heartbroken, only to realize that he was at the wrong address and he knocked on the wrong door. And the couple was very bothered by him. La otra noche fui por ti, sin pensar lo que me iba a suceder. Al llegar tras de tu ventana, dos siluetas distinguí en la oscuridad. Con otro te encontré. Siluetas, 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 dos siluetas vi. Siluetas, 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 tu silueta vi. Next slide. Tiernamente se acercó, te besó, en tal forma te abrazó, que temblé, comprendí ya que tu amor había perdido. Yo no pude evitar las lágrimas y lloré. Siluetas, 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 dos siluetas vi. Siluetas, 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 tu silueta vi. Enojado yo toqué, abran ya, o la puerta tiraré. Deja entrar, la pareja se apartó y vi que no eras tú. El tipo gritó, ¿quién viene a molestar? Next slide. No. Salí corriendo de allí sin parar, a tu casa al fin llegué. Te llamé, comprendí al fin mi error, contento te abracé. Oh, qué confusión, siluetas, siluetas, seremos tú y yo. Siluetas, 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 siluetas de amor. Siluetas, 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 seremos tú y yo. Siluetas, 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 seremos tú y yo. Yeah, there we go. It's a globalized music world. Okay, let's hear from Colleen next. What do you have for us next?
That's Juan. I love that. I love that so much. Yeah, I love hearing the songs, you know, in the Spanish renditions. You know, I really like. I love to translate Spanish songs into English that haven't been, and so it's awesome. The song, I like the song better in Spanish than English. Yeah, it's really sweet. But anyway, I'm gonna do a song. This is an original song, and it's called "In My Name." And again, I was thinking about it being the equinox, and this is and the end of summer, and it really is the end of summer this week, right? It's fall today, so this is the fall equinox, and I'm excited to. I love the fall time, but I'm a summer girl, of course. The song is inspired by. I do a lot of activist work, and I know many of you do too. And, you know, over the years, just lots of stuff to be active about, right? And that's for sure. And I wanted to write a song that I was thinking that's, because a lot of times it's against, you know, because there's so many things that are wrong. But I wanted to write a song that was saying things that I could declare that I'm saying them in my name, right? So that's that. And then there's a reference also. So if I could have the words in the chat, that would be great. There's a reference to my dear friend who passed away really young, and she left an amazing legacy of music, and someone described her as a funny wind. Actually, it's a very interesting person who didn't know her, and I have a whole long story about the funny wind, but that was Jolie Rickman Presente. You know, the fall's a time when we remember our loved ones, right? The ones who have passed, gone. And so she's the funny wind in the song. Yeah, so you can sing it and sing along, and especially when you come to the part where in my name, in our name, in your name, just really sing it and own it. So this is an original song, so it goes like this. She must have come to tell me all the things she saw in my yard, full of spirit and fairies and a funny wind that fell from a human star. So we sat around the fire and threw our earliest autumn wishes in. To what did I aspire? Well, even end of summer marks time to begin. I know I rise and fall. I know the moons wax and wane, and I accept it all. And I say, yes, yes, in my name. She speaks of other ways of knowing how the wise will learn to ride with the waves, because love is overflowing and its energy moves beyond earth and grave. And I listen to the call coming from another plane that says there's nothing and there is all. And you can say, yes, in your name. Even words crystallize the water now. Isn't the heart shifted by the wind, and doesn't reason move itself in magic ways, and it's coming on strong, and it's coming, and it's coming on strong, and it's coming. Promises of better days, promises of better days. Sing it with me. Promises of better days, promises of better days. She's been looking into history and finds things missing there. She's recovering a mystery. What's been lost can remedy despair. So we'll ride the wave of peace and throw our wishes to the flame, and love will be released, and we can say yes in our name. Now we're gonna sing the first verse again, okay? So scroll up if you can. She must have come to tell me all the things she saw in my yard, for the spirit and fairies and a funny wind that fell from a human star. So we sat around the fire and we threw our earliest autumn wishes in. To what did I aspire? To what did I aspire? We'll even end of summer. We'll even end of summer marks time to begin. Even end of summer, ready? Even end of summer. Even end of summer. Even end of summer. Marks time to begin. Yeah, fall equinox, everybody. All right, so Chick is up next. Hombre de la calle. I think you're muted. Yep.
Yeah, when I was in France, in fact, that's one of the reasons I separated my last name, because it's actually one word, Streetman. But when I was in France, they would introduce me as Chic Streetman, l'homme de la rue, man of the street. I thought, well, that's interesting. So I just separated my name. And Colleen, that was, again, so beautiful. And you said something that was interesting to me earlier on. You said that the fall being the time when loved ones pass on, and it's interesting because my mom passed on and so when you said it, it made me think of the song that she and I used to sing together. She more than me, because she actually had a beautiful, gorgeous voice. But again, I think some of you may know. Over my head, I hear trouble in the air. Over my head, I hear trouble in the air. And she would say, over my head, I hear trouble. And she'd go, in the air. There must be a God somewhere. Over my head, I hear music in the air. Over my head, I hear music in the air. And over my head, I hear music in the air. There must be a God somewhere. Over my singing in the air over my head. Are you singing in the air and over my head? I hear singing in the air. There must be a God somewhere. We're humming. Be a God somewhere. Now over my head, I hear glory in the air. Over my head, I hear glory in the air. And over my head, I hear glory in the air. There must be a God somewhere. Everybody wants. Over my head, music. I hear music in the air. And over my head, I hear music in the air. And over my head, I hear music in the air. There must be a God somewhere. Yes, there must be a God somewhere. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, let's go back to Juan. Okay, come on, Juan.
Thank you, Chick. I enjoy playing along with you. Well, next up, I'm gonna sing a little bit of music from the east coast of Mexico. And before I do, one of the programs that Sones de Mexico is doing this fall, interestingly, is about it's called the Black Music of Mexico, and a lot of people don't associate Mexico with the African presence, and we do associate it with maybe the Caribbean islands, Puerto Rico, Cuba, even Colombia, Venezuela, Brazil, certainly, but Mexico, not so much. And one might think there may not be that much African presence in Mexico, but we would be wrong. Mexico, the slave trade was not only to the United States, it was to the entire Americas. And Mexico also partook in that. The difference is in Mexico, there was a mixing of all the races, and that the African blood is now mixed into everyone's blood in Mexico. But the credit is not given to Africa as one of the roots. When people talk about Mexico's mestizo race, they talk about Spaniard and the indigenous groups that were in Mexico, and not so much about the black influence in Mexico. And we, through this music series, we're trying to bring in Chicago more awareness and recognition to this. So I picked a song from this series that many of you will recognize. Is La Bamba from Veracruz. We know it as Richie Valens' surf rock version, but in Mexico, we do this song. There's certain rhythm going on to it. So maybe we can share a little bit of the lyrics on screen for La Bamba. So it's very simple. The rhythm. It's interesting that the song begins. For any musicians in the audience, we begin in the dominant chord. We begin singing, in this case a G7, and then we go to C, and it's just 2 chords. We go 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, and then we begin singing on the dominant. Para cantar la bamba, para cantar la bamba. We can go to the lyrics. Necesita una poca de gracia, una poca de gracia y otra cosita. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay, one before that. There we go. So after we 3, 4, 1, we begin to add a few more beats. And 3, 4, 1, and 3, 4, 1, and 3, 4, 1. And somebody will start playing a melody and the dominant. Para cantar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia, una poca de gracia y otra cosita, y arriba, y arriba, ay arriba, y arriba, y arriba iré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. And this is not in the lyrics, but a lot of people like to sing in between. Bam, ba, bam, bam. Bam, ba, bam, bam. Bam, ba, bam, bam. Bam, ba. Cuando canto la bamba, yo estoy contento porque yo me acompaño. Porque yo me acompaño con mi instrumento allá arriba y arriba. Allá arriba y arriba y arriba iré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Let's go to the next slide. Una vez que te dije que eras bonita, se te puso la cara coloradita, arriba y arriba, ay arriba y arriba y arriba iré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Okay, let's go on. Para subir al cielo se necesita una escalera grande y otra chiquita, y arriba y arriba, ay arriba y arriba y arriba iré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. A la mar que te vayas, a la mar que te vayas, miré contigo para ver cómo vences, al enemigo. Allá arriba y arriba, allá arriba y arriba y arriba iré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Te pido de compasión que se acabe la bamba, que se acabe la bamba, venga otro son, allá arriba y arriba, allá arriba y arriba. Pase usted buena tarde. Pase usted buena tarde mañana y hoy, mañana y hoy, mañana y hoy. And to the dominant too. Alrighty. All right, fun songs. Okay, Colleen, what do you have for us next?
Okay. Well, I'm actually I'm looking at the time, and I think I'm going to switch it up. I was going to do a song I was going to do a song to mark the 50th anniversary of the coup in Chile. A beautiful song by Victor Jara called someone just mentioned Liliana Felipe. Oh my God. Oh my God, Liliana Felipe, I love her. Anyway, okay, see, I got distracted with the chat. She is something else, man. Anyway, she's like otherworldly, amazing musician and so radical. So, anyway, it's a beautiful song by Victor Jara, who was also killed. This is the 50th anniversary, of course, of the death of Victor Jara, who was brutally killed. He symbolizes, a lot the brutal dictatorship of Pinochet after overthrowing a democratically elected president and government, socialist governments. But I'm going to do a union song. It's really short, and I'm going to put here's the chat. That's the chorus in the chat. And it's actually, I kind of just made up some verses on the fly here. Because I like to do that too. But it goes like this. It goes, just to celebrate, because there's a lot of amazing union activity right now, and we should be supporting that. And maybe some of you are on the picket line. So it goes like this, and it's a cappella. It goes, to try that. Then it goes, don't play with my money. Don't play with my money. Then it goes, don't play with my family. Easy, right? Top from the top. Run 3, and you're gonna. Don't play with my money. Don't play with my family. Don't play with my money. Don't play with my families. We are here. We are strong. We know together we're a mighty storm. Stand up. We're gonna fight. Revolution, it's our right. Hey, don't play with my money. Don't play with my family again now. Don't play with my money. Don't play with my family. The rich get richer, the poor suffer more. Well, we are organizing, we say no more. Join the worker now, hold the line. No pasará, no, not this time, not this time. Yes, sing it, don't play with my money. Don't play with my family. Nah, don't play with my money. Yeah. Don't play with my family. Yeah, it's a good one. And I'll try to find the link, and I'll put it in the chat to the person who wrote it. He was a worker, striking for just a guy, he was like a worker, and he made this song up, so it's really great. And I'm gonna pass it to Chick for to end the show. So it's really been a pleasure.
So, Chick, I think you already sang 3 times, right?
I can sing another if you like.
Oh, I
Want to
did.
close us out? We would love it.
If I can remember it. In 1989, I was riding my car in Los Angeles, and I on the radio, I heard a bulletin about a young girl, a 16-year-old girl who was killed in El Salvador, along with 6 Jesuit priests and her mother. And I just knew it was a song I wanted to write. Her name was Selena Maricet Ramos. It's been a while since I've sung it, so if I lose a chord here and there, hang with me. If only you could stay a while, just one more time, and be here still a child in your prime. And if I could dream out loud, if I could have my say, I'd catch the wind upon a cloud and sail your way. Ooh, hey, 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 ooh, hey, hey, hey. Beam a little light beam down, Selena. Won't you help us just to keep a little light around, Selena? Beam a little light beam down, Selena. If you help us just keep a little right around, we can't go wrong. Hey, 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 ooh, hey, hey. Why must the mountain have to climb so high? Why must the willow weep daily? Why must the river run dry if it don't wanna? Why must I say goodbye, Selena? Why must I say goodbye, Selena? Little bird, fly away, let the whole world see the mystery of your smile, bringing in harmony. Ooh, hey, hey, hey. Beam a little light beam down, Selena. Won't you help us keep a little light around, Selena? Beam a little light beam down, Selena. If you help us just keep a little right around, we can't go wrong. Hey, 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 ooh, hey, hey, hey. The sun come, hey, hey, hey. The sun go, hey, hey, hey. The wind come, hey, hey, hey. Wind go, hey, hey, hey. Time come, hey, hey, hey. Time go, hey, hey, hey. Life come, hey, hey. Life go, hey, hey.
Wow. Thank you so much, Chick. What a beautiful treat to have you bring that in. This has been the most amazing celebration of September and of thinking about Hispanic heritage and about the equinox and bringing all of these different cultures and all these different thoughts in the room. Can we please all give it up for Chick for that beautiful song? Thank you so much, Chick. And of course for Colleen for all those beautiful songs and for Juan for all his beautiful songs. And I'm actually going to throw everybody a curve because we've been switching it up as we're going here. So I'm going to switch it up again. Let's have a minute just to ask Chick what he's been up to and Colleen what she's been up to, and then Juan. And then maybe we'll close with one more special treat. So, Chick, what can you tell me about what's been going on in your world?
Yeah, well, I have a kind of a one-man show that I put together that I've been wanting to do for quite a while for theater, and I've put it out there to a couple of theaters, so I'm waiting to hear of a response on that. And I've also written a novella, and that I'm trying to get published. It's about a geneticist who wants to create a civilization where we just don't know how to kill. It's kind of out there.
Okay, that's amazing. Beautiful, Chick. Thank you so much. So we're going to keep our eyes out for novella and one-man shows and hope to be able to join you at things. Thank you so much for bringing your magical music to us today and for sharing with us in the room. And it's one of the things I love about when we get a chance to talk with our artists is finding out all these other creative things that they're doing besides what we know that they're doing. Which brings us to Colleen. What can you tell us about your retirement, Colleen? What do you
Well, yeah, I'm just doing what I've always done, except slower and better. But I have most of an album recorded, so I really want to finish that up, and I'm learning a lot of I'm working on a lot of translations from from Spanish songs to English, because especially in the Nueva Canción tradition, because that's such a beautiful genre. And I did something like that. People's Music Network. Lots of you are part of that here, and we always have a Nueva Canción. I've helped facilitate that, so it's very exciting to make singable lyrics about that. And I'm looking forward to just singing more, and really happy to be here and hear to meet Chick and to meet Huang also. I used to be really active in the movement to close the School of the Americas, and that was, started because of that killing, that massacre. And there's a lot going on in Latin America right now. It's very beautiful in Colombia, but troublesome too, and we really need to keep an eye on that, and support the good progressive movements that are trying to remain there. So that's another thing on my docket.
Thank
So
you,
thanks.
Colleen. Thank
Yeah.
you for bringing all of that to the table and for helping us think about different meanings between, thinking of celebrating Hispanic heritage and what it means in so many different ways. And I think one of the songs, at least, that we were reading the translation to today was something you had translated. Is that right?
Yeah. And I was going to sing it tonight because it's a beautiful song. The words are by Pablo Neruda, but especially because our country is so divided, and that's the name of the song. It's like, I don't want my country divided. We can all fit here. And it's a beautiful melody. So if you have a chance to listen to it, it's called Aquí me quedo. Here I stay, here I remain. It's a beautiful song.
Thank you, Colleen. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
And Juan, can you tell us just a little bit about what you're thinking about these days before we move to our big finale?
Yeah, no, I also want to say it was a great pleasure to meet Chick and Colleen and share this space. This is my first time in this series, so thank you, Joe, for inviting me, and thanks, Colleen, for all your activism as well. That's wonderful. Well, I told you about the Afro-Mexican series that we're doing mostly in Chicago. And if you have any friends in Chicago that would like to attend any of our shows, we have a calendar on our website, sonesdemexico.com, or on our Facebook page. Also, you can look us up, Sones de Mexico Ensemble. And there is one online roundtable discussion about the presence of African culture in Mexico on I want to say it's in October 11th in the evening. So if you could join in, it's online. And I'm also recruiting students for lessons. We have a music school, Mexican music school in Chicago. It's 7 years, We have 100 students, and we're getting ready to start this weekend to teach. We're teaching the new generation how to play Mexican music, and we teach it in Spanish. So a lot of immigrant families want their children not to lose their language and their culture, so they send them to us, sort of a Saturday school for Mexican immigrants. And then the third thing that we're doing is, oh yeah, I just started an online singing group for seniors, in people 60 and over, in Chicago, organized by Age Guide and Sounds Good. It's an organization. It's mostly geared towards people in the 5-county area around Chicago, but it is online. And we, interestingly, we have a section, a second hour that is done for seniors with dementia, and the effects of music on people with dementia are almost magical. Like people, we had a woman that started the session really motionless and catatonic, just listening to music. I thought she was falling asleep, and by the end, she was dancing. She came alive, and it's amazing to see the effect that music has on these things. And they say the effects are lasting. So even like days after, you can see memories get stirred up and things. So anyway, it's been fun. That song I sang earlier, Silhouettes, is one of the songs I did for that series. And we're purposely building that curriculum, or that curriculum. We're building that playlist based on music from when these people might have been young, so 50s, 60s, and 70s. Anyway, I'm gonna end up with an upbeat song that you'll enjoy singing. This is called Cielito Lindo. Well, the Sierra Morena that is mentioned in the song is actually in Spain. I don't know how those lyrics arrived in Mexico, but it has some Spanish roots at least. So that's the picture of Sierra Morena. De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. Everybody singing now. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ese lunar que tiene, cielito lindo, junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo, que a mí me toca. Ese lunar que tiene, cielito lindo, junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo, que a mí me toca. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. One more. En la flecha en el aire, cielito lindo, tiro Cupido. Él la tiró jugando, cielito lindo, y a mí me ha herido. Una flecha en el aire, cielito lindo, tiro Cupido. Él la tiró jugando, cielito lindo, y a mí me ha herido. Ay, 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 porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Eso, bravo.
Thank you so much, Juan. What a beautiful way to end the night. That was really a fun sing along. Thank you so much. Can we please all thank Chick and Juan and Colleen for a beautiful night. You guys really brought so much to the table. We're so grateful for everything that you gave us. Please, everybody, join us here again October 21 for our next monthly community sing. And please join us every day at noon Eastern in the Daily Antidote of Song, one sing-along song every day. It's free, it's lots of fun, and folks like Colleen and Juan and Chick are regulars in the room, so lots of great things to sing along with, and magical moments galore. So please, again, here on October 21 and every day in the Daily Antidote. Let's give it up for Carpe Diem Arts for bringing so much magic to our community. Let's give it up for Busy Graham for bringing so much magic to our community. And Diane Dowling, also in the room today with us, and other staff at Carpe Diem Arts, thank you so much. And all the folks in here who join us every day, thank you so much. Let's all say goodbye to Colleen and to Chick and to Juan. Thanks, gang, for being here today. For anybody who wants to stay, we're gonna have a few minutes of social time. And also for anybody who's joining us on the live stream, if you wanna come into the room for social time, please feel free. Go to carpediemarts.org on programs, then Community Sings, and join us in the room. Click on the link there. Thank you so much, everybody. See you all next month.